Hello, my name's Sue Brown. I'm from the Southern Peninsula U3A Writers Group, and I'd like to share with you excerpts from 2020, A Year Like No Other, which is a compilation of our thoughts and feelings during lockdown in the form of prose, poetry, and storytelling. By April the 27th, the worldwide deaths had exceeded 3 million, and John wrote, "Another month of self-isolation has gone. We're weathering the lockdown and other restrictions all right, even daring to plan ahead. News reports suggest that some of the constraints may ease soon, given the substantial reduction in virus victims. There's also the pleasing prospect of continuing on with more writing, reading and walks, plus the vital matters of watching sport and playing golf again." Anzac Day commemorations were cancelled. Christine spoke of "in the darkness before dawn on Anzac Day, standing on my driveway, isolated from my neighbours, but sharing the solemn moment. The last post broke the silence. I think we were all one, feeling the weight of this sad time. It was my darkest day yet. I gave myself permission to have a down day. It is important to me to pick my mood up, dust it down, and remember how lucky I am." By the end of May, we were standing guard as the easing of restrictions began. Derek wrote, "Well, today I'm not sure whether I am for or against the lockdown. I have just come back from the dentist, having spent large sums of money and been tortured. This meeting with the more unpleasant side of life has been delayed by Covid-19, which for me was one of the more favourable side effects of the pandemic. So here I sit back in ISO with the look of a stroke victim and a great deal of feeling sorry for myself. Sooner or later, this panic will be over, but the dentist will still be there." Jeff became more whimsical as we sang "We're All in This Together" and wrote, "The pots and pans and cutlery sit smugly on the couch, and if I sit too near to them, I swear that they say ouch. They've come from a dark cupboard in a dusty, musty room. Even the op shop won't take them, so they'll be going back real soon." By comparison, I wrote, "Do I want it to end? It rained today, and I sat in my warm room surrounded by my latest project, happily sifting through papers and checking facts. Then the doorbell rang. Yes, of course I was pleased to see the person on the doorstep. Or was I? Yes, but... Later, I had to go out. I looked back at my room and reluctantly left. It's going to take some time to get back to the normal fractured time." As June ended, new cases of Covid-19 were skyrocketing and another lockdown imminent. Penny wrote, "It's been a good week. Apart from still feeling a little uneasy in the shops, I've turned the corner. A couple of friends have visited me, not just family, and I have been totally relaxed as I visited a couple of friends, close friends too. It's so good to be able to feel that sense of freedom once again." But the headlines are screaming "Longer lockdown looms" and "Aged care a war zone." Ros wrote, "Sadly, the friendly smiles have disappeared. I miss them and hope they are still hidden there behind the masks. From passers-by, a hello or a nod of acknowledgement in the meantime will have to suffice. And as the winter months come to a close and we begin to shed our hats, scarves and coats, hopefully by then the infection numbers will have decreased and we can also shed our COVID masks." With the arrival of August, the mood changed. The headline said, "Many defy Covid-19 safety rules." Max wrote, "Thursday evening. Time for my dog Bucket's walk to the beach. Reaching the Nepean Highway, the traffic is horrendous. Strange during this lockdown, but then again, these bloody terrorists have been arriving like swarms of locusts every weekend for 5 months. It resembles a COVID conga line of dissolute escapees from the big smoke. We stand in awe, awaiting a break in the traffic. Come Friday, it is all go at the shops, beach, pier, cafes, jogging, walking. They are running amok through the entire lockdown. Enough. I pulled up a group last Saturday and asked, 'What are you doing here?' We refused to be dictated to by anyone. I knew it. I mumbled, 'Go home.'" Anne wrote in week 4 of stage 4 lockdown, What do I miss in lockdown? I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss my card game. I miss going out to lunch and coffee with my friends. I miss being able to make plans. I miss getting my hair cut. I miss freedom. How trivial this all sounds. I feel so guilty when people are losing their jobs and their businesses. I don't want to feel guilty. I want to feel normal. I sound as if I'm miserable. I'm not really. I'm just in a lockdown mood. In September, we were exhorted to stay strong, and we leave Jan with the final word. Isolation has been good to me. The frenetic pace I had been living is over. I don't think I'll go back to it. I'm sleeping better. I have lost weight and am fitter than I have ever been before. My garden looks great. Being a new hobby, I have developed it. Zoom has made a difference in my life, helping me to keep in contact with various committee groups. I now love walking, using every minute of the allotted hour. The downside is that the housework hasn't improved. It obviously wasn't a priority. We would like to thank Southern Peninsula U3A for their generous support of this project, and to our design and layout consultant, Adam Lydiard, and to our editor, Penny Lydiard. Thank you very much for listening.